News across Nigeria, where we tell you what's happening now across the Nigerian Federation. And currently in Kaduna State, the governor, El-Rufai, has assured the citizens that he will not renege on his promises to bring development in all facets of life in the state. At a statewide broadcast to mark the completion of his first year in office, Governor El-Rufai reeled out the achievements of his administration as well as plans to make further progress on his restoration agenda.
A mass housing scheme in the city of Kaduna, provision of free education for the first 9 years, and free feeding of 1.5 million primary school pupils are just some of the things the governor of Kaduna State says his administration has been able to accomplish. But first, he embarks on some house cleaning.
We acted quickly to reduce our ministries to 13 from 19, and we have appointed only 13 commissioners. The government is battling to remove ghost workers and pensioners so that legitimate workers and the treasury are saved from these cheats. We are feeding our borders better, having raised their daily meal allowance from 33 naira to 180 naira per student daily. We have recruited over 2,200 secondary school teachers.
With at least 62% of the 172 billion 2016 budget of the state set aside for capital projects like education, agriculture, and health, the governor is certain that things can only get better.
The healthcare system is being rejuvenated. Our health workers have admirably won prizes and donor support for this state. This augurs well for our program to modernize 255 primary health centers, one in each ward, and 23 secondary health centers, one in each local government. General Electric, our partner in this project, is importing the required equipment while the hospitals to be equipped are being readied, some with solar power on which they will run. We need more doctors, nurses, and midwives in our state. Therefore, we have sent 30 young girls to study medicine in Uganda.
Some residents of the state say that indeed things have taken a turn for good.
I'm encouraged again. It's placate my heart that my child can learn in a conducive atmosphere without hunger.
There are some hitches, of course, in terms of infrastructure. And I believe from what I've seen, there are efforts to take care of that. More classes are being built, toilets are built. We can see that chairs are being provided. We're beginning to see roads. I've seen the Kuromi-Karatutu bridge completed. I've seen roads within Kigo roads. I've seen roads in Banna. I've seen roads in Malali. I've seen the major road within Kau. Now, currently under very massive constructions, people are mobilized to go back to site. That's a good feat.
In these times, which the governor describes as tough, with severe revenue challenges, he has promised to reform the way in which governance is practiced so that sustainable services can be delivered to the people during his tenure.
The Adamawa State Governor, Jibrilla, says the state is working out modalities to pay the 2-month salary arrears of some local government workers it inherited from the previous administration. The governor spoke to Channels Television on the sidelines of a summit to mark this year's Democracy Day celebration and review his first year in office. The summit had in attendance stakeholders cutting across political party divides, religious organizations, civil society groups, labor unions, farmers and artisans, and issues of unpaid salary arrears came up again.
In respect of the salaries that they mentioned, it's only 2 months salary arrears of the local government, which we have inherited from the past or from the previous government. But I'm sure you must have heard what the Commissioner of Finance said. Very soon we are going to, before end of this month, inshallah, we are going to pay these outstanding salaries. As far as the state salary is concerned, we don't have any arrears since we came in. We've been paying. As you all know, the way the financial situation is in the country, it's not easy at all. And our IGR here is trying to, with this insurgency problem, it's not easy to rise, immediately to see how we make progress in terms of the IGR. But we have a target. Our consultant is working seriously, but it's slowly because of the problems we had before. So in general perspective, things are okay, and I'm happy with this summit. All the questions the people ask, definitely we are going to resolve these problems. It's not easy, to invite people from all the states. You can see there's ordinary people that came, and just to show you, this government is very transparent, and we are very conscious, to be highly accountable to our people. During our campaign, we've been saying that this government is for the masses, and we have exhibited that today.
And concerning youth welfare, Nasarawa state government has taken steps to minimize youth restiveness in the state by engaging some 1,500 young men and women under the state youth empowerment scheme. Speaking during the verification exercise of the second phase at the government house in Lafia, the senior special assistant to the governor on youth empowerment says they are expected to protect government facilities across the state, while the third phase, which is underway, will see the training of 1,500 nurses and teachers.
This is an alternative measure that will bring in and rescue responsible and responsive youths into the services of the state government, thus providing them the capacity and the ability to be better citizens of society. The third phase, God willing, will soon be coming, where we will have men and women involved into the health and educational sectors of the state. Health here meaning that youths will be engaged to attend the respective school of nursing and health that are available in the state, so that they will provide services in the nook and crannies of the state.
And now to the southeastern part of the country, Abia state government says it's put the structures in place to guide against leakages in IGR, which include enumeration of business outfits, small and medium-scale industries database, including the number of their workers for payee income tax, automation in tax collection, mandatory use of Treasury single account for ministries and parastatals. The State Commissioner for Finance said that the challenge to pay wage bills of workers and embark on other infrastructure development has become a big task that requires serious measures. And finally, the Acting Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Dr. Paul Angya, says the absence of the agency at the various ports in the country has destroyed the economy, made local industry unattractive, and created quite a lot of unemployment amongst the youth. He told journalists in Awka, Anambra State, that several representations have been made to the federal government to ensure the return of the Standards Organization of Nigeria to the ports to help curb the importation of substandard products into Nigeria. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is in Anambra to enlighten the public on the benefits of application of standards to their production processes.
Our law says we should be at the ports. In the wisdom of the makers of the law, they recognize that someone needed to be at the ports to do this job, and the law provided for it. Yeah, but the last government, before this one, asked someone to leave the ports. They gave their reasons, issues of fast-tracking, clearance of goods at the ports, and that SON and related agencies were delaying the process and so slowing down trade. That was then 2011, but this is 2016. Unfortunately, that decision has led to virtual death of the Nigerian economy, because Nigeria has been flooded, virtually overrun by substandard products. So this cheap and substandard products resulting from the expulsion of some from the ports has killed our economy, and we're where we are now. So there is every reason for the present government to review that decision.
And that's it on news across Nigeria, where, for instance, today we brought you news from the south-south, the southwest, the north-central, and the northwest, as well as the southeast, on what's happening now across the Nigerian Federation. I'm Olumide Macaulay. See you next time.